your cool tech channel letting you on the latest trends. So, there's a new name buzzing in the world of AI. It's called Kimi K2.6. It's not just another chatbot. This one feels different. It arrived in April 2026, and right away it started making waves. People who build things, people who code, people who need AI to do more than just talk. Imagine an AI that doesn't just answer your questions, but actively builds a product for you. Imagine it doesn't just write a paragraph. It researches. It writes. It designs an entire report with slides. That is the core idea behind Kimi. It signals the next big shift in AI might already be here. It comes from a company in China called Moonshot AI. That detail matters. For a while, top-tier AI talk was dominated by a few US names. Kimi K2.6 changes that narrative. It's powerful. It's capable. It's open. This isn't a minor update. This feels like a leap. Built from the ground up to handle complex, long-running tasks. Tasks that make other models stumble. It's built to be more of a co-worker, an autonomous agent, not just a simple assistant. That changes the game entirely. The core promise is execution. Many AIs are great at generating ideas or generating text. Kimi executes on those ideas. It has a different architecture that lets it plan, delegate, and complete jobs with many steps. Think about building a website from scratch, planning the structure, writing the HTML, writing the CSS, creating the JavaScript for interactions, writing the page content. Kimi handles that entire workflow from a single prompt. It's a bold claim that could redefine our expectations. Let's break it down. What makes Kimi so special? It's a combination of key features working together. Massive memory. Ability to coordinate an army of smaller AI agents. Seriously impressive coding skills. It represents a new class called agentic. It can act on its own, use tools, solve problems without step-by-step hand-holding. The AI shockwave might not be a single smarter brain, but an army of coordinated ones. Behind every major tech breakthrough, there's a team with a vision. Kimi K2.6 was developed by a company named Moonshot AI. They are based in China. Their mission is pushing the boundaries of open AI models. They aren't building a closed-off proprietary system. Instead, they've taken a different route. By releasing Kimi with open weights, they've invited the world to build with it, experiment on it, and push it to its limits. This paid off with a massive surge of interest from developers and researchers. The company's name, Moonshot AI, says a lot about their ambition. They aim for goals that seem almost impossibly far away. Releasing a 1 trillion parameter model is no small feat. It requires immense resources, cutting-edge research, and deep expertise in AI architecture. Moonshot AI has positioned itself as a serious contender in the global AI race. Their focus on agentic AI, models that can act autonomously, shows they want more than conversational assistants. They want AI as a productivity partner. Kimi became accessible quickly. Not just an obscure paper release, it was made available on Hugging Face. And Microsoft integrated Kimi into Foundry. That's a huge vote of confidence. Foundry is for production-grade AI. Adding Kimi signals it's ready for enterprise. It's a bridge between open models and corporate software. The open approach accelerates adoption and builds community, finding bugs, creating new use cases, and building tools. It's the opposite of a walled garden. Moonshot AI bets the global community can outpace a single closed team. By sharing their creation, they're starting a movement, democratizing access to next-gen AI, and sparking new innovation from developers everywhere. The first standout feature of Kimi K2.6 is its massive context window. Okay, so what does that actually mean? In simple terms, a context window is an AI's short-term memory. It's how much information it can hold at one time while working on a task. For most AIs, that memory is limited. They start to forget the beginning of very long documents or conversations. That limits complex, multi-step problems. You have to constantly remind the AI of important details. Kimi K2.6 completely changes this. It has a 256,000 token context window. Imagine a thick book being scanned into a single glowing digital brain. That's the equivalent of a very long book. You could feed it an entire textbook. You could feed it a massive financial report. You could feed it hundreds of pages of research papers, and it can process and remember all of it in one pass. This isn't just a bigger number, it's a game changer. It unlocks use cases that were impossible before. It keeps a deep, consistent understanding across long workflows without losing instructions. Example: a university student writing a climate change paper. They have 20 scientific articles to synthesize. Typical AI, one article at a time, then piece summaries together. Result: the AI has no memory of previous articles. With Kimi, upload all 20 articles at once, then ask complex questions like, compare the methodologies used in papers A, B, and C, paper A, paper B, paper C, or create a literature review, summarizing key findings from all sources. The AI remembers everything. This long horizon memory underpins Kimi's other advanced skills. You can't build a complex application if the AI forgets project requirements halfway. You can't analyze a huge data set if it only sees small chunks. By solving memory, Moonshot AI created a platform for true long-term reasoning. Kimi can take on projects that feel like human work. Projects requiring sustained focus, cross-referencing information, maintaining a coherent strategy from start to finish. This is a huge step toward more useful, reliable AI. Now for the second big feature, and this one sounds like something out of science fiction, the Agent Swarm. This is probably Kimi's most powerful and unique capability. Instead of one single monolithic AI brain, Kimi breaks problems into many smaller, manageable subtasks. It creates and deploys a team of specialized AI agents to work simultaneously. Agents coordinate with each other. Agents share information. Agents work in parallel to get the job done faster and more reliably. Think of it like building a house. You don't have one person doing everything. There's a general contractor making the plan. Plumbers, electricians, carpenters, painters. Kimi's Agent Swarm works the same way. Give it a big goal. Build me an e-commerce website for my new coffee brand. Kimi acts as the project manager. One agent designs the user interface. Another writes the back-end shopping cart code. A third generates product descriptions. A fourth sets up the database. Practical example: a marketing team needs a new campaign. They ask Kimi to create a campaign package. Kimi's Agent Swarm gets to work. One agent analyzes market data to find the target audience. Another writes several versions of ad copy. A third designs social media visuals. A fourth builds a landing page. A fifth drafts a press release. All agents work at the same time. Kimi coordinates to make the final package cohesive and complete. They can deliver a website, a slide deck, a spreadsheet of ad variations, all in a single run. Two massive advantages: speed and reliability. Parallelizing work lets Kimi finish huge projects in a fraction of the time. Focused agents reduce the chance of major errors. If one agent hits a problem, it can self-correct or be corrected by the main controller without derailing the project. This architecture can scale up to 300 parallel sub-agents. That scale enables unsupervised coding sessions lasting over 12 hours, a feat out of reach for most other models. Section 5. Feature 3. The third killer feature of Kimi K2.6 is its profound skill as an autonomous coder. While many AIs can write snippets of code, Kimi is designed to handle the entire software development lifecycle. This goes far beyond just generating a function or a simple script. It can take a high-level idea described in plain English and turn it into a fully functional full-stack application. It plans the architecture. It writes the front-end code. It writes the back-end code. It handles the database connections. It even debugs its own work when it runs into errors. This is a massive leap toward automated software creation. This capability is powered by its long context window and by its Agent Swarm system. The long memory keeps the entire codebase and requirements in mind, so it avoids mistakes like defining a variable in one file and forgetting it in another. The Agent Swarm lets Kimi delegate tasks. One agent might work on user authentication. Another agent might build the main dashboard interface. These agents can use a suite of over 20 tools, code editors, compilers, testing frameworks. They execute tasks just like a human developer would. Imagine a small business owner who needs a simple internal tool to track inventory. They don't have the budget to hire a developer. They tell Kimi, "I need a simple web app where I can add products, update their stock quantity, and get an alert when a product is running low." Kimi K2.6 would then go to work. It would plan the application. It would generate the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript for the front end. It would write the server-side logic to handle the data, and deliver a complete deployable web application. It handles the complex multi-step process autonomously. This isn't just for non-coders. It's a powerful tool for experienced developers. Rapidly prototype new ideas. Automate creation of boilerplate code. Handle tedious refactoring tasks. A developer could ask Kimi to convert a Python codebase from REST to GraphQL. Kimi could execute that across dozens of files. This ability to execute complex, long-horizon coding tasks with high autonomy is what sets Kimi apart. It's not just writing code, it's engineering software. So, the big question is, how does Kimi K2.6 really stack up against the established giants? OpenAI's ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, Anthropic's Claude. This isn't a simple one is better than the other comparison. It's more about different philosophies and different strengths. Each of these models excels in its own domain. ChatGPT, Gemini. They have a vast breadth of knowledge and are masters of conversational fluency. They're the Swiss Army knives of AI. Perfect for quick questions, brainstorming, massive-scale content creation. Claude, on the other hand, has carved out a niche with safety and reliability, handling very long documents with careful, nuanced reasoning. Favored for tasks requiring high trust and precision, like legal document analysis. These models are titans for a reason. Polished, widely integrated, and backed by big tech. They've set the standard and keep improving at a blistering pace. This is where Kimi enters the ring, not by trying to outchat ChatGPT, but by changing the nature of the fight. Kimi's strength isn't in general conversation, it's in autonomous execution. You might ask Gemini to explain a concept, but you'd ask Kimi to build a system based on that concept. In standard knowledge and reasoning tests, Kimi is competitive but doesn't always come out on top. However, in benchmarks designed for agentic capabilities, multi-step tool use, complex coding, long horizon planning, Kimi K2.6 consistently outperforms its rivals. So it's less of a head-to-head battle and more of a specialization. Need a creative partner or a knowledgeable tutor? ChatGPT or Gemini? Need careful, thoughtful analysis of a sensitive document? Claude. But if you have a complex project with a clear goal and need an AI to plan and execute the steps, Kimi K2.6 is currently in a class of its own. It's not trying to be the best chatbot, it's trying to be the first true AI engineer. As impressive as Kimi K2.6 is, it's important to stay grounded. No technology is perfect. Kimi has its own limitations. So, let's talk about the other side of the coin. First and foremost, power comes at a price. Running a 1 trillion parameter model that spawns hundreds of sub-agents requires enormous computational power, which makes it expensive, a real barrier for hobbyists and small startups, less accessible than lightweight models. Second, open systems accelerate innovation, but they can be a double-edged sword. Open makes misuse harder to control. A model that writes and executes code could be used to create malware, find security vulnerabilities, automate malicious activities. Moonshot AI and hosts like Microsoft must implement robust safety guardrails. The community must set ethical norms. Third, Kimi is not infallible. It can hallucinate, make up facts, generate incorrect code, misinterpret instructions. The idea of an AI working 12 hours unsupervised is incredible, but it could be working in the wrong direction for 12 hours. Human oversight remains absolutely critical. You can't just hand over a mission-critical project and walk away. You still need a human in the loop to review the plan, check the progress, validate the final output, especially when the stakes are high. Finally, Kimi is the new kid on the block. It hasn't been battle-tested at massive scale. Expect bugs, rough edges, unforeseen limitations that surface with widespread use. Long-term success needs Moonshot AI to build a strong support ecosystem, listen to user feedback, iterate quickly. It's a promising debut, but the road to a reliable enterprise-grade platform is a long one. So, cutting through all the technical jargon, what does the arrival of an AI like Kimi K2.6 actually mean for you? For students? For business owners? For creators? This is where it gets really interesting. The core shift is from AI as a tool for information to AI as a tool for production. It's about doing, not just knowing. For a student, this means you can go beyond asking an AI to explain a topic. Read your entire textbook. Create a personalized study guide, flashcards, practice quizzes tailored to your course syllabus. For small businesses and entrepreneurs, this is potentially revolutionary. The barrier to creating digital products and tools just got significantly lower. Imagine an idea for a custom web application to manage client appointments, zero coding skills, limited budget. Describe it in plain English, get a working prototype. This empowers a whole new class of creators to turn their ideas into reality without needing to hire a full development team. It democratizes the ability to build. For researchers and analysts, processing and synthesizing vast amounts of information is a superpower. You could feed Kimi hundreds of research papers, identify emerging trends, find contradictions in the literature, generate a hypothesis for a new study. It can do the heavy lifting of data collection and summarization, freeing up human experts to focus on interpretation, critical thinking, and discovery. It acts as an incredibly powerful research assistant that never gets tired and has a perfect memory. And for developers and tech professionals, Kimi represents a new kind of collaborator. Writing boilerplate, refactoring old codebases, setting up testing environments. This allows developers to focus on the more creative and strategic aspects of software architecture and problem solving. It's not about replacing developers, but about augmenting them, making them more productive and allowing them to tackle more ambitious projects than ever before. The nature of technical work itself is about to change. As we look at the landscape in 2026, it's clear that the AI race is accelerating. We've seen models get bigger, faster, more conversational, but Kimi K2.6 signals something more fundamental. It points to a future where the key metric isn't just intelligence, but agency, its ability to get things done in the real world. My bold prediction: the next 5 years won't be about a better chatbot, they'll be about better autonomous agents. The focus will shift from answering questions to completing projects. Winners will be platforms offering reliable, capable agents for building software, running businesses, conducting research. Expect a Cambrian explosion of specialized tools for agents, interacting with web browsers and APIs controlling physical hardware. Value shifts from core model intelligence to the tool ecosystem and the agentic framework that orchestrates it. Industry leaders will have to adapt. The largest model, the most eloquent chatbot, won't be enough. They'll need to build or integrate powerful agentic systems capable of long-horizon planning and multi-tool execution just to keep up. This competition will drive huge progress, making AI far more practical and productive. AI will move from something we talk to something we work with, a digital workforce that executes complex tasks start to finish. Kimi K2.6 may be remembered less for itself and more as the catalyst that pushed the industry agentic. It has thrown down the gauntlet and shown a glimpse of an agentic future. Kimi itself, a successor from Google, a successor from OpenAI. Another competitor may win the next phase, uncertain. But the direction is clear. The era of the AI agent is beginning, poised to transform our world by turning digital assistants into digital doers.